coming in, guys, with this really distinct sound. Almost like this beatboxing sound with this air steampunky blowing sound. It just really adds a lot to his melody there. And guys, he goes on to do a ton for the island. The more and more monsters that get placed down, the more Rebro sound seems to get expanded as well. And he ends up being a pretty important monster for Mech Islet. So I think, guys, he's gonna actually be going in mechanical goodness. Next up, we have Arakalele. And this monster just introduces this entire new section of our Mech Islet melody in such a beautiful way, guys. And then we move back over to Rebro. The Mech Islet melody, guys, it's a fascinating one. I would say unlike any other island's melody, and we can really see that being displayed with the crazy transition from Rebro over to Arakalele there. As we can see, they literally sound like they're in two completely different songs. But with that being said, Arakalele is very important in the final song for solidifying this drastic plot twist that we get in our melody. So because of that, I think Arakalele is going to be going in mechanical goodness as well. Next up, we have Gadzooks. And as we listen to this monster, I think we all get reminded of Rebro's sound. Gadzooks is almost playing off of that similar vibe, but in his own unique way, guys. And as we can see, Rebro's next section is getting unlocked here. This is the cool thing about the monsters, guys. The further we get into this video, the more samples are going to be unlocked from each monster. We can see this next section here from Gadzooks. Dude, the Mech Islet melody is just such an interesting one. Now, hear me out, guys. Gadzooks is cool and all. I'm not hating. But whenever you compare him to the other monsters and the impact they have, the impact Rebro has right there with a similar sound, but he's affecting the melody in an entirely different way, I think that leads us to place Gadzooks in mechanical thrash. Next up, we have Bogle, our newest primordial in the game. And he comes in so strong, this octopus-looking monster, giving like this flute sound that he's just sending out of his tentacles. Guys, when it comes to this monster, the decision if he is good or bad has honestly been debated recently. Here's the thing with Bogle for me. He comes in profoundly. You really hear him individually. You hear Bogle's sound. But does he really help the melody? Like, I feel like it's kind of all eyes on Bogle during his section, and you can't really, the other monsters don't really build off of Bogle. Like how with the Wubbixes, for example, they come in profoundly, you hear them, but the other monsters slide in well between him, and he kind of works off of them as well. But as you can hear with Bogle, even in the background right now, I think it's like Bogle wants the attention. He's like, hey, look at me, look at my sound. And I think his sound isn't good enough to really pull off that kind of vibe. So man, this might make some of y'all mad, but for me, Bogle's gonna be in mechanical midness. Next up, we have Vincent, the monster that brought us over here to Mech Islet. And he plays consistently, almost, I think, throughout the entire song. I think he spaces out at that like Arakalele solo. But right here even, we can see his melody shifting. Dude, there's just so much going on with Vincent's melody and animation here. And there's so many different moving parts. Here we see him coming in during this next section. And I felt like you can really hear his gears and his whistle blowing. It's more emphasized here for sure. Again, guys, when it comes to these tier list videos and we're ranking the monsters, we have to be brutally honest. And although I want to just throw all of these monsters up high, I'm not doing that today. Vincent, he's cool, but he doesn't really do much. He's going to be in the mechanical midness there. Nebulob's kicking in. Next in line. And he's giving us that interesting vocal that only Nebulob provides. Guys, he has a cool vocal and his tone is interesting and unique. But guys, what do we do with Nebulob, man? This is kind of a tough one. I've got to be honest, dude. Whenever I'm like, even putting him up to Gadzooks, I feel like I can't place him over Gadzooks. But I do like his melody and it's a cool little accent in our Mech Islet. Guys, I'm gonna have to throw him in mechanical thrash as well. Bellowfish is next in line. And he just has this smooth tempoed sound that he kind of just falls lightly in the background behind all the other monsters. Pretty much much throughout the entire song. Even as we transition here, he's just kind of lingering back there, kind of filling his sound in. And Bellowfish is a hard one, guys, because he does provide help for our melody. He lingers in the background literally the entire time. And regardless of how like profound or distinct or bold his sound is, he is helping our melody. So someone like him can be hard to rank, and it can look weird putting him over someone like Nebulab. But guys, we're gonna have to do that, dude. He's going in mechanical midness. Here we have Dragong. And as we can see, he's another one of those background monsters that rarely comes in. But when he is in, this is the kind of sound you're gonna get from him. He bangs these cymbals around and provides this little clink noise between our other monsters. I'm gonna keep it a $150 with you guys. Dragong, mechanical failure. Brother does nothing for our melody. Here we have Yorick. Dude, this is a fan favorite monster in the My Singing Monsters world. But a lot of people are not liking how he sounds over here on Mech Islet. Guys, the incorporation of him is just a little bit questionable. Because it's like we have all of these melodies flying around, these harmonies matching, and then Yori comes in here very boldly with a very distinct sound, and a lot of people are not liking the way the monster handlers incorporated that, especially over here on this section. And I've got to say, it does kind of feel like Yorick is out of place here. Like, the mixing for him is definitely just not the best in this situation. So because of that and the other factors around it, dude, what do we do? Guys, I think we're going to be having to throw him in mechanical failure as well. Now Aguilar's kicking in. Dude, Aguilar is such a beautiful monster. Dude, I love the distortion that they add to her melody here. It just adds like another unique factor to her sound. And we consistently hear it. I love the way she's about to climb here, guys. Just listen in. It goes so high, and then she continues on. Dude, Aguilar is definitely a pivotal monster of the melody over here. Oh, dude, she's just so good. Here's the thing, guys. When it comes to ranking the monsters, I think you should be able to hear a monster if they're top tier and know it as you hear it. There shouldn't even really be debate about it. And I feel like a lot of these monsters are causing a debate here, and that's why they're not in that top slot. But when it comes to someone like Aguilar, I think it's clear that that's going to be a mechanical perfection monster. And I'm not going to lie, guys, as I've been sitting here listening to the melody, my mind's been pondering, and I think that I'm going to be moving Arakalele up to mechanical peak. It's just fair, dude. That guitar playing is phenomenal, and this monster deserves the credit it's due. Here comes our depressing monster. You can always count on him to lighten the mood, guys. I'm joking. You obviously cannot. It's hard for me not to get depressed after listening to Nightmare. Which I know that's the monster handler's intent by using him as a monster. But guys, I can't support it when it comes to a ranking system. So I'm going to be dude, I have to put him over here in mechanical failure. Pintumber sliding in. Almost giving us like an electric guitar sound. But it sounds like it's a rubber band. I will say, I wish he was a little bit louder. But he does so much for us. I love how he walks up and down. Oh, dude, Pintumbra. Just a beautiful sound from this monster. And he's holding up the rock and roll cymbals. Pintumbra, dude, this is a fire monster, guys. I think we can all agree he has a really big impact on our melody. He gets added and you immediately hear him and he stands out. So, dude, for that reason, man, I think he is worthy of mechanical peak as well. Next up, we have Teeter Totter. This is almost like a rapping monster for the island. in and out with this breathing sound. I'm not gonna lie, guys, I don't really know what to make of a sound like that. Like, how did they even record teeter-totter? They literally went in the mic and just went like, bro, what? Whose idea was that? I'm sorry, teeter-totter, once again, mechanical failure. This is our final tier list. Let me know what you guys agree/disagree with down in the comment section below.